think leaping into anything generally means that you'll tend to leap out fairly quickly. It's all about common sense, isn't it? I think if you're going to change your lifestyle, change your lifestyle, and that's a long-term commitment. For most people, of course, the new year tends to mean a sudden decision to cut out all of those Quality Street and the Christmas cake. And a lot of people, of course, swing the other way and then try to eat much, much less than they normally would do. What that generally promotes is a great deal of sense of feeling ill and tired and weak and achy, and generally it doesn't last long. That's the problem, is that your hunger pangs will take over. It's such a big shock to your system, both chemically but also behaviourally in terms of what you're eating, that most people just find that really hard to sustain.
Well, let's just break that down for me.
Sure.
If people are going to the gym and they've decided, yes, we want to, turn ourselves into a much trimmer, better-looking figure, you've got to fuel that, though, haven't you? You can't just cut out food and
Absolutely.
then go to the gym.
Yeah,
and
you'll be unwell if you do. And great, I don't want to discourage people from going to the gym, but again, it's about trying to do what you can do realistically, trying to build it up gently, get some professional advice. Don't sort of go in all guns blazing and try and do too much that your body's not been used to, particularly after Christmas, because you've been hitting yourself with carbs, very rich food over a number of weeks, and your body is going to feel a bit sluggish. If you try and beat it senseless by going on a 5K run or trying to hit the weights too quickly, you're going to make yourself ill. You're going to injure yourself. So it's about being sensible, taking good advice from a personal trainer or one member of the gym staff. But also, you've got to fuel it. You've got to eat sensibly. Yes, let's by all means eat less of the processed food and the very high sugar and high fat foods that we've been used to over the last few weeks. But let's replace that with fresh fruit and fresh vegetables, with a little bit of protein. There's been a big move into the sort of vegetarian and vegan diets recently.
Well, I was going to ask you about the vegan one, because that's getting a lot of traction at the moment, and people are, I know, within this building are trying it.
Absolutely. And again, there's no harm generally in looking at changing your diet to that extent, as long as you are replacing the protein element, particularly of the meat and the fish that you've been eating, with alternative sources of protein. If, again, you swing from, Christmas turkey with the pigs in blankets and suddenly decide you're just going to eat carrots and lettuce leaves, your body is going to complain. You're going to be ill because your metabolism will basically not be able to cope with that. Do things gently, do things gradually, and make sure that you're eating a balanced diet with enough protein, enough carbohydrates. You don't need a huge amount, but you do need some, and a little bit of fat in the system as well. There are lots of nuts, and if you can eat dairy, then there's good sort of fat content in dairy food as well. But it is moderation in all things, so just be sensible.